Alright, I guess we'll look at the map. I mean, I want to talk to these people. Are you important? Because that biker jacket seems pretty cool. There's a dragon. Look at this guy. Just hanging out. Alright, let's go, because I would like to leave the hotel eventually. I'm glad we have the investigation music, though. I'm just waiting for Life is Beautiful.
Zach, this is Carré. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way. It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
I feel like the reflections on the paintings and this map, like, frame are, like, overly aggressive in cutscenes.
Zach, what did you think of Hungun's oracle? Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle. Heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside.
I already forgot what the riddle was.
Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger?
I mean...
Hotel and where?
The diner.
10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right?
I mean,
the answer is bowling. The shape of the bowling pin was based on the feminine form. The 10 maidens are the 10 pins.
I'm just interested in how he got to this.
Eat and bowl at the same time. I'm skeptical as to whether we'll be able to find such a place in a backwoods town like this.
I mean, clearly from all the options, the diner was the case, but then there's like other clues. But I didn't even realize hunger was a thing until he said it. Is he gonna give me any more hints? And then all of a sudden he just has bowling also.
Alexis's Diner and Lane. This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time.
I hope there's a bowling minigame.
Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to find it. Now for the other oracle. There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? I'm sure we'll find out later.
It's the biker jacket had a dragon on it.
Let's just figure out where we need to go. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number, but under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Give me more hints.
Temperature, Zach. Yes. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that.
Anything else?
The question is, does our 0 refer to Celsius or Fahrenheit? Let's think for a moment. We're in Louisiana. Which measurement system do we use here in America?
I don't know. Oh no! I have no idea.
The Clarkson Food Delivery Services Cold Storage Warehouse. That's got to be it. Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing. Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start, didn't you?
I needed the first hint because I had no idea what any of these riddles were talking about. I did it! I got bonus money!
And how about that Hungun? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
He also might not be real. He was like a weird spirit ghost man. Ready to smoke.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel.
My boy.
If you're dying to smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me. You're the
At your
bellboy.
service, boss.
I like that he keeps getting a title
Are
card
you
for himself.
Good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach. It just screams Deep South, actually. No, it doesn't.
Now that I think about it, this doesn't make any sense at all.
So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. I'll play by your rules.
I'm wondering if everyone moves on a cycle. So, like... Wait, oh god, I need to look at the quest update. So that one has a limited time compared to this one, so I should go for the food delivery one first. But I wonder if people have their, like, cycles, like a day cycle. If we can follow David around and see him switch out. David, this hotel is pretty impressive. Why, thanks, boss. We're proud of our hotel here. Yes, we are. I can see why. Speaking of which, did you happen to take a peek at the decorations in the bathroom on the first floor? I did them up myself, I'll have you know. I'm glad I can skip through the slow speed of the text. If you haven't, then go take a look. Oh yeah, and we're also really proud of how strong our water pressure is. Meaning? Hey, this is the South, boss. Doesn't take long to drown yourself in sweat, catch my drift? Anyways, you made sure to set our shower's water pressure to high. Well then, I can't wait to experience it. I mean, I did before you came knocking at my door. I may just have to try it out later tonight. So is this just a random lady? I guess she's not important. I just thought her jacket was suspicious. What if I go over here? What'll happen?
We always strive to provide our guest with the finest of service, sir. Our humble, bucolic town does have its inconveniences. Shopping, in particular, can be a bit of a slog. Therefore, we decided to provide a modest selection of daily necessities.
Okay, so it's the same
at
as
our very own front desk.
Greenvale.
Great. Sounds convenient.
Exactly.
I was just hoping that maybe I could see like an animation of the bellboy running. Basic stuff. Sleeping bag. That's nice. You can just sleep outside. That's very convenient. Even having like the adhesive cleaner, the roller.
Serving you is my greatest pleasure, sir. Please do let me know if there is any other way for me to assist you.
Let's go to the cold storage then. Should see also if there's... Actually, I don't even know what time it is. We might not be able to do cold storage quite yet. But we should, I mean, I think cold storage was 8 to 5, wasn't it? So it's probably 8, or at least by the time we get there, it should be 8. I don't know what would be like a real quest. I imagine we have to go to both places, and it might be just a way for us to meet a bunch of characters. As you can tell, there are going to be some wild characters here. I also wonder how often we're going to really go back to Zach being interrogated. Probably after each, like, major event. I wonder how many people York's gonna accidentally die
Compared to
during this
non-smokers,
investigation.
Smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease.
I think this is the person that
You know
follows
that
York
means it's more
around.
likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
She is very small. She is a child.
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is.
I wonder what he's dying of in
In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and
I'm
pneumonia.
assuming 2020 when he's
We're
being
always surrounded
interrogated.
by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
Am I being swindled? Those eyes looked a bit dead.
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world.
That's
Now that's stupid.
that's a bit
By the way,
broad.
what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you?
Yes.
Adults ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This
When did you
must
think
mean that
this?
Sang Rouge is
When you
connected to
signed
the
on
Lees
it?
Clarkson
Well, he
murder
didn't
case
sign yet.
somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Wasn't they mentioned the Patricia but not Woods.
Tell me, Patricia, does this town have a sheriff? Or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
What is that sheriff?
Thank you for the
van?
information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
Tell him we're in control. I like how York himself is even saying we're gonna steal it. Oh, basic controls. I can run. Crouch. Dodge is the same. Melee attack. Red room. I'm assuming that's like the main menu options. Yeah. Journal. I'm not gonna read that. It looks about what you'd expect. Inventory. The map. Journal. Data. Stamp? I guess these are 400. Wait. Defeat white alligators, killer bees, squirrels, pink dogs. What is happening? Blue squirrels. Earn the dual kill bonus 100 times. So these are mainly silver UFOs. Pay the breach of contract fine. These are basically just weird achievements. Less so than, well, more so than collectibles. Probably not going to worry about that too much unless if it's, I don't know. Hopefully nothing important. Journal. Main quests and side quests. Info. We just have main quests with a lot of main quest options. Yeah, so we still have to go bowling and below zero, which again I think is probably the more important aspect. I doubt there's multiple endings. I would assume we just have to do all of this stuff. And how big is the map actually? Because we have to skateboard everywhere. Hopefully there's a fast travel. It's not overly large, but it's pretty large for not having a vehicle. Alright. Where did Patricia go? I guess we'll talk about the sheriff van. Oh, hello, Patricia. Yo! Guys got muscles?
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much about.
I'm gonna be upset if
I'm
Melvin did it.
They call me the sheriff round here.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan? But call me York if you can. That's what everyone calls me.
Huh? Well, all right. Mr. York. How's that sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out, but our town's a small one. Yeah, folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town.
That wouldn't happen to be you, would it? Yeah,
I
yes,
reckon
actually, I
you
told
came
you I
from
was
the city.
FBI.
What was it? D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye. That's
Patricia
the
looks
city
very
for you.
small next to
Now,
her
I
dad.
never lived in one myself, but I visited him a few times, so I know what it's like. All pigs must die in the city of wolves.
Melvin's good.
Yeah! Now, does that sound badass or what? I bet you'd... Hey! I know, CLG. I'm just trying to make a little small talk, that's all. Anywho, round these parts, everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an étranger like you. And since it's my duty to protect the town, I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Zach, it looks like this sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just how peaceful this town is. Melvin, about the Lise Clarkson case.
I knew you were here for that case.
The
Can't
framing
put
of a lot
one
of these
past
scenes
the
are weird.
FBI. So they even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all within
Is this
their
just gonna be what he does all the time?
FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The Lise Clarkson case is connected to a top-secret case that we've...
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town. My jobs are to stop my neighbors from beating the piss out of each other and listen to old folks complain. Honestly, this whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation, Mr. Special Agent, sir.
It was like a quick smile there.
Well, Zach, that was anticlimactic. I didn't even get to use my secret weapon.
What would it have been, your gun?
Melvin, there's a cold storage warehouse on the southern end of town, isn't there? I'd like to get permission to enter it.
Say what?
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah. Now, that's what I call a special agent. You already figured that much out. But, I'm not too sure that, going down there at this point is really gonna help much, you know?
Explain it yourself, Daddy.
That's incredible. I don't believe this. Amazing. Did you hear that, Zach? They put the body in a cold storage warehouse. This is fantastic. Insanely fantastic.
I didn't even know about that. I got my
Really?
information from a picture.
Well, how about that? Well, all right then. I'll head on down to the warehouse ahead of you and make sure we get permission to search it.
Sounds good.
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances. So be on time. Got it? Come on, let's roll, CLG.
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy. I still got another stop to make.
Oh, if you say so, sweetie. She's a real sharp one, as you can see, so I try to stay out of her way. Well, all right then, York.
think my Switch was about to...
warehouse.
My Switch started to go dark because it was too long since I pressed the button. Cutscene was too strong. I don't even know if that shows up on recording. I think that was... Maybe. Oh god, this weird map's strange. Alright, so it's 9... Do we have a... That's only to look at that. We can't really go to the map easily. Well, maybe the minus button can. And I'm assuming we can't put a fast travel... Oh, we can put a marker down, actually. How do I skateboard? I figured out how to crouch. Okay. Guess I'll just start running. Maybe they won't give me my skateboard yet. I think I have... Oh, right, stamina.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you?
Damn, she found me out. The problem is... She looks so small also because I keep framing her, like, very low to the screen.
Or...
And I hate it.
using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
Damn, she found me out.
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious? And don't tell me what you imagine, or else I'll get scared of you for real.
Hey, have I ever told you about that dude who kept a bunch of, like, skulls and used them to piss in and also eat his cereal in?
Hey, can I come with you?
Sure, I can tell you about the skin art.
You signed a contract with me, remember? And besides...
Did he ever sign
I'm
it?
worried about my daddy.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free. But I have one condition.
What condition?
Don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
The only condition. Can I ask you about the fairy?
Zach, it feels like she's carrying something with her. Kind of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?
What could she possibly be carrying? Oh. Alright, so, stay aware of directions and distance of your destination. Main quest is explanation mark, while side quest is also... And waypoints and landmarks. Okay. I wonder how big the thing that she is carrying
By
is.
the way, Patty, what do you usually do when you're at home?
Is this an interrogation?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I just figured that since we're working together
Oh, I
now,
can walk
it'd
like
be
this.
a good
Nice.
idea to learn a little more about you.
Should an adult male like you really be asking a little girl this kind of question? I feel like I heard a story about this sort of thing on the news once.
There's a time Melvin called you a strange name. CLG, I think. What
Did we
exactly does
skip
that
something?
mean?
Clever little girl.
That's
That's
stupid.
what it stands for, at least. It's nice that he made up his own nickname for me and all, but it sounds kind of weird.
It
I wish
does.
he'd call
I
me
hate it.
something normal, like just Patricia or Patty, you know?
Patty? Now that name's got a ring to it. I like it. How about Zach and I call you Patty from here on out?
Do whatever you like. Weirdo.
Did- You're a
We're heading to the
weirdo.
warehouse, right? You gonna go straight there?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to talk to Zach. We're also on a mission to fell 10 maidens, you see. I'm eager to visit Alexis's diner in Lane, but we've only just arrived in this town, so it might be nice to stroll around a bit.
What? I thought you came here to investigate.
I came
Patty,
here to
you're still
party.
just a child. Why do you worry so much? We're born to be free, and this is America, land of the free. You should always
Didn't you
feel
already
free
say
to
that?
do whatever you want. Isn't that right, Zach?
Looks like
Maybe I
the
shouldn't have come with you. I'm getting kind of nervous now.
diner's closer, so I probably should go there. Also, I want to punch her for calling me a weirdo.
Okay, Patty. I'm going to try asking you that question again.
Yeah, she interrupted
What
it.
do you do when you're at home?
I watch TV and look up stuff on the internet, I guess. Ain't much else to do when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Really? For some reason, I envisioned you working hard to take care of all the chores around the house.
Well, of course I do stuff like that too. But doesn't everyone? Why bother talking about it?
Other kids your age don't help out their parents. They're too busy talking with their friends on the phone or through emails.
That's stupid. I don't get why everyone's so obsessed with taking pictures of themselves. Then they send them to their friends just to get approval? Talk about cringeworthy.
How do you prefer
don't have
to boost
friends,
your
do you?
self-esteem?
Oops.
So you clearly love TV shows, but what about movies?
Movies?
Didn't think that would
We don't even
interrupt.
have a movie theater around here, so I can only watch what I manage to catch on TV.
Like what?
For some reason, the only movie channel we get at home is the sci-fi one. So I just watch a lot of sci-fi.
Like what? What's the last one you saw?
The one with Schwarzenegger, where there's all these clones.
The Sixth Day, 2000, directed by Roger Spottiswoode. You must be very well versed in sci-fi if you can appreciate an Arnold S. film.
I thought it was way too easy for them to make more clones. And you'd never see a clumsy investigation like that on CSI.
That's right.
I guess I'm here. I didn't think I would walk too close.
Patty, is something wrong?
I want to talk about the movie.
I got something to say. When I first met you in the hotel parking lot, you mentioned Saint Rouge, right? If you want to find it, maybe you should track down Professor R.
Professor R.
Does Professor R live on Rouge Street?
Yeah. Professor R owns the jazz bar on the other side of the bayou.
How do you know that?
Because.
Because, huh? Interesting.
Didn't her dad just basically say that everyone knows everyone here because it's a small town? But nah, York knows. He knows something's up. Alexis has been unlocked. Owl's Nest has been unlocked.
So you clearly love
Okay, I'm not
TV
doing that
shows,
right
but
now. When we
what
have to
about
walk again, I'll reactivate the dialogue. When can I skateboard? Maybe it's an item I have to equip. Maybe I can't with the child with me. Oh, this is a... Well, I guess it's a bowling alley. I was gonna say large place, but it makes sense. Oh, it's a very small bowling alley. Special sale for sunburn customers only. Can I sunburn? I can't talk to the lady. She probably activates when I start the cutscene. Can I bowl? Probably. But not right now. Let's eat some food. Inspect the food. Is that a leopard print bowling ball? How strange.
10 maidens.
Bullseye!
Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all.
Oh, my Lord. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Sorry, honey, but you can't smoke in here.
Not even
Since you're
here?
Patricia,
Is anywhere
I'm
sacred?
guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping out Agent York in his investigation. We signed a contract.
Oh, my Lord. Well, ain't that something?
I like that the
I'm
fan
FBI
was still
Special
rotating
Agent
during
Francis
that.
York Morgan. Please, call me York. Everyone's always called me that.
Oh, my Lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
I don't know, Patricia started her introduction with, yo, sign a contract with me. Look, he's not impressed.
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh, my Lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures? My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display.
Oh, I'm sure one of those
Our world
pictures has
these
something
days
really
feels a
important
bit
for us.
cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zach, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Lise, you don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it.
I know who the
Some
killer
odd fella
is.
was following her around, stalking her like.
What kind of fellow?
She said he had a really tall shadow.
How tall?
Very
As
tall.
as an oak tree.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't.
I don't know
I
anyone as
just
tall
about
as an oak
everyone
tree.
in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man who stands that tall. Maybe it really was an oak tree, and she just mistook it for someone.
Maybe it was someone walking around on
Sometimes the
stilts.
silhouettes of them trees, with lots of Spanish moss hanging down, make me feel a little funny, too.
I don't think so, Alexis. Lise said the shadow was following her, correct? That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree.
I take her word
If
for
she
it.
had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zach, this data is all very intriguing, but it isn't the answer.
It's gonna
we're
be the
looking for.
Siren
We came
Man.
to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
We got a bowl.
Yeah! Booyah! I got a turkey!
Truly mesmerizing, Zach. This is why I never tire of small-town investigations. Same goes for you, right?
Are you actually gonna bowl though? Yeah, we are. Or we're gonna at least talk to the old lady who's bowling. You have anything to say, Patty?
Agent York, if you're fixing to bowl, you're gonna be disappointed. Mrs. Carpenter never lets anyone else use
I
the lane
can't believe
while
there's a
she's
sound
here.
effect to the camera wipe.
Patty, that's
Swipe,
exactly
I
what I
guess.
came to do. You see, Zach and I need to bowl down 10 maidens.
Fine, go on and
What
try
is
it
happening?
if you wanna, but I'm gonna eat my sundae.
Looks pretty good.
Hey! Are you nuts?
It's mine now.
What's the most addictive drug in the world?
How should I know?
It's sugar, Patty. Far more people die from obesity and diabetes than from cocaine and heroin. Alexis, would you give her some milk?
Oh, my Lord. Coming right up, honey.
This is mine.
Sugar might be dangerous, but it ain't against the law. You got no right to take that from me, even if you are some FBI agent.
Actually, Patty, I do. We signed a contract, remember? I promised to protect you from all the evil in our world.
Hey!
Wow,
Delicious.
how did you
What
eat
an
that?
amazing chocolate sundae. Zach, I think we just uncovered an incredible treasure here.
Do you think he
I
like
feel like I could
unhinged
eat
his
one of
jaw
these
to just
every
eat
day
it all
while
in
we're
one
this
gulp?
town.
Oh, what?
Well, I'm glad I did that.
Just hurry and finish up your investigation already. Can't stand being inside this place without a chocolate sundae, not even for a second.
Don't worry, Patty. I'll knock down those 10 maidens in the blink of an eye. You just wait here and drink your milk.
Meh.
I'm glad that York is also having fun with the contract.